So what I did here was flip the tray upside down, and I used this clay shredder to shave the edges down. I went ahead and I trimmed the bottom of this tray with this tool, and I flipped it over. I cleaned up these rims over here, same tool, and I started actually kind of carving at that slip to create an image, and it's gonna contrast. So it's drawing on the tray. So this is gonna take me a little bit of time, but I'll show you a little sample. So I was thinking of flower on one end with a different type of plant on the other end, and then like a window in this middle. I think that'd be a nice contrast. The organic flow and then rigid lines. But this is just you just scratch the surface. And there are better tools out there that will do this, but for just show, I have this tool. And people get really intense with a lot of practice, but just looks like that. So for this step, I'm using some carving tools, some scratching tools to lift up the brown underneath this part. So I've laid out some little stars in the window, and I'm going to be scratching that out. I've already done this window. I still have this, and this too to finish off. But that will take a little while. But this is just a little sampling. I have this broad trim tool, but its shape is a little wide. So I use that, but then I go back with this smaller tool. Scrape it all up. And then once it stiffens up a bit, I will get a brush and wipe away all the little crummies. If I try to wipe away too early, it can get kind of smushed back into the clay body, and that's frustrating. So I could wait a little longer to brush away the clay boogers and clay little scraps, but doing it now because it's kind of exciting to see what's left over. This is what it looks like on the inside. I love this tool for how it shreds that outer layer and it evens it out, cleans it up. There's a handle attachment that comes with these, but I feel like I have more control with just the blade. This step is not necessary to thin down the handles. It's just there's a certain look I'm going for. There's people that like to work with a really soft handle. They pull it and then they attach it right away, creating that like wet, soft look. This is more of a very rigid, kind of hard machine-like look almost. It's rigid. It's definitely not a free-flowing. So this is shaved down now, and I'm gonna attach the handle to the main tray. Before you can just do that, you have to scratch both ends, all the contact points. Grab a tool to scratch the surface, X marks, squiggles, circles, but to messily scratch the ends. Apply a little water or slip. One end. Scratch the other. And we're going to place them right around here. And what I'll do is make some guidelines. Because I also have to scratch this end. A little bit of water helps. Make better scratch lines right here. You need to scratch and apply slip or water. They're deep. Feel good about those scratch lines. When I'm finished with attaching these handles, I'll wrap the whole project up in plastic to let it dry slowly, so handles don't dry out too fast. Give it time to really join. So line it up. Get one end, firmly push in the two ends together. Get real in there. Everything looks okay. Then get my brush to clean up those joints. Some slip oozed out. We'll clean it up. Damp sponge, wipe cleaning up now is a lot easier than cleaning up later when it's dry and you can dig it up. Just a damp sponge and a brush. Thanks for watching. We had a demo of a wheel thrown, hand altered sgraffito and etching sample from this platter. Hopefully you'll see the final product when we get back to the studio. Thanks for watching.